How you guys doing? Would you want to do a little interview? Just say something, anything.
This is a sad day, man. I don't know what the hell to say.
This is a really sad day.
All right.
I don't know what else to say.
What could you use to describe the protest?
Well, it was awesome.
It was disheartening.
Today, what
They
happened?
gave flowers
Today-
and they took batons.
Today I watched an old lady get hit in the head with a baton, an elderly lady
Wow.
get hit in the head with a baton. I watched a lot of people get hit with rubber bullets. I watched a lot of people get hit with pepper spray.
Yeah.
Gas, yeah.
Were you guys, did you get hit?
We did. We stood back.
Like, I turned around two seconds before they came after
We
us.
said
Really?
they're kettling us, and we went to go check the other part. And as we got halfway to see if they were kettling, which they were,
Yeah.
they were coming in with tear gas, and it just got wild. People were just getting smoked with batons. They weren't looking where they were hitting.
No.
It's disheartening. It's a sad.
And yesterday was too, the old lady and the horse and
Yeah.
God, yeah. But we weren't here yesterday.
yeah.
There was several
Same.
indigenous people, several older people at the protest, like people of color. They were on the front line, so they were the ones getting hit with the batons first.
Yeah. Hey, just for the interview, how much have you been affected personally by COVID and restrictions?
Both lost their jobs.
Yeah? Because of the, don't talk about it.
Because of
That's what they got us for.
definitely not 100% Justin Trudeau.
The schmack scenes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Shit.
But they're coming back tomorrow.
How are your guys' spirits when you're here, though?
So good.
Yeah,
It's,
you know what,
it's
the last
so
few-
uplifting to be here.
The last few weeks we've been here over and over and over again, just
Yeah.
because it is. When you know something's wrong in your country, you can feel it. Everybody
Yeah.
can feel it. The power that was coming out of the protest here was something you want to be around. It's something
That's
you
right.
wanted to be a part
To
of.
be a part of the protester makes you proud to be Canadian, but to see people on the wrong side of freedom is just disgusting.
Yeah. And what would you say is like, what set the tone for this today? Do you think it's an overwhelming negative tone because of the police, or is it still positive?
It's still positive.
Still positive.
It's still good vibes. We were all singing "O Canada" while
Yeah.
we were on tear gas, man. Like it's
That's actually surreal.
It's sad
The
to
fact.
go down there now, man. There's only 200 people left.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
You know, they're really pushing everybody out. They
I'm sure
separate
they'll
The
be back
fences.
tomorrow, but it's just it's wild. It's wild.
Yeah, it's sad.
What do you guys think's gonna happen this week? Just throw it out. Throw it out there.
I think the rest of the world is joining it now.
Yeah?
I think Canada's made a pretty darn good point here, and the world has seen it because you
They
look
may
at
have pushed us out from Parliament.
this was just the beginning. This was the ignition. I
Yeah.
think the world's on fire.
So overall, it was a good win, or it still is
I
really.
think no matter what, the truckers have won. No matter what Trudeau does from here on out, no matter what the police do from
Yeah.
here on out, the truckers have won. We've won.
This is
There's
just
no
the wake up
denying
we
it.
needed, right?
Yeah.
Right on.
No
And
denying.
what do you guys think about all the fake stories they run? You know,
I think
what
it's
can
all
you say?
garbage. I think it's really hard. It's a really difficult situation to see so many people completely by choice, blinded by choice.
Yeah.
They don't want. They rather believe the comforting lies. They'd rather believe the comforting lies the world tells you rather than just literally opening up another version of media. Go on the internet. Go on the internet and just look a little bit further than CNN and Global and.
We didn't. I'm not sure completely, but you know, I guess the trucker convoy organizers are in contact with the government. I'm assuming, right? But no one made a formal, truce or shake hand before they just came with riot police.
Nobody's talked to anybody. There's been no conversation.
Well, as far as we know, nothing.
Well, the guy on the trucker convoy said he's shutting down his Twitter or something, right?
Oh yeah, he's taking a break for a couple of days.
Taking
One
a
of the
break.
trucker organizers.
And two of them got arrested, I believe, right?
Yeah.
They were released.
Yeah, two of them got arrested and released, and they did say he just said he was shutting down his Twitter for a couple of days, taking a break, but who knows what that means?
But nobody came to speak
No,
to them.
I just think the rest of the world is
I think
has
the truckers
seen.
have won because the whole world, Canada looks like a joke. It looks like the whole parliamentary system.
The parliamentary
everything.
system, not the truckers.
No,
And-
but like
But the government. The
truckers
government
have done
looks like
what
a
they
joke.
wanted to do, and they've allowed the government to shoot themselves in the foot.
I
We've
mean,
given love
Trudeau
and
could have stopped
good
this from the
vibes,
very
and
beginning
they.
if he spoke to them.
Pardon?
That's right.
Trudeau could have stopped this from the
There's
very
a big
beginning
lack
if he
of
spoke to
communication, right?
them. He ran and hid, and that's all he's been doing. He never. He said we tried this, and
That's
now it's
the-
the emergency sector. We tried nothing.
That's the liberal way, though. The liberal way, they don't
Fascist
answer
way.
questions they don't like. And honestly, if you watched any of the debates,
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you've
really.
if you got a chance to watch any of the debates,
He walks out every.
they
every
ask
walks
him a
out
direct
like a
question,
baby.
and he gives them some ridiculous, vague answer that doesn't answer.
All he
anything.
says is we're keeping Canadians safe.
Yeah,
That's
totally.
it.
And he had no
See?
tantrum,
I
and he
didn't know
walks
that
out
rubber
like a big
bullets
man
kept
child.
Canadians safe. I didn't know that tear gas
It's
is
just-
for our health.
It's such a joke
That's
to
for
watch.
sure.
It's a joke.
Yeah,
to
that
watch.
is.
It's sad to watch because it's frustrating. You're watching and you're like, oh yeah, that's a good question, and the guy can't answer it straight, and you're like, that's the
Can't
person
answer it
who's in
Running
charge.
our
of
In
our
charge.
country.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know too, the Emergency Act is supposed to be voted on.
Yes.
The vote never happened, and they shut down Parliament.
You know what I found out? I just found out that Justin Trudeau could actually just forget to schedule the next debate that they're supposed to have
Yeah.
indefinitely, and he never has to answer any questions. Ever.
That's legal.
It's
I mean, they're
totally-
supposed to.
If he just forgets, and that's all he has to say, is I've forgotten to schedule it for the next 3 years,
Yeah.
and we're in communism. We're living in
And at the end of the
communist
day,
Canada.
what they're supposed to do and what they're doing are two different things on every level.
Yeah.
Every single
Yeah.
level. They're supposed to.
What-
There was just a judgment from Justice McLean on the 18th or the 17th stating that this protest was lawful and the police officers had to allow us down there. And now they're saying that
It's illegal.
that status quo order, that case precedence doesn't mean anything. So like that right there, like they're not upholding the law that they are supposed to abide by.
Yeah.
On the bright side, the whole world has seen this,
They're
though.
watching.
The whole world is watching this, and
They're
that
commenting,
stands. That
they're
stands for
condemning
something.
him. It's,
Other than the people who only watch mainstream media.
but
What would you tell to them? What would you tell to them?
The people that watch
Yeah, what would
mainstream
you tell
media,
them?
Get out of your little bubble, watch other things other than mainstream media, do some research, look around, take a walk down Ottawa for yourself. Like, we're not from Ottawa, but
Yeah.
we came to Ottawa. We're here to see it for ourselves. Get off the couch, do some homework, do some research, and look for some other streams. It's ridiculous.
Hey, what would you tell Justin Trudeau?
I
Hey,
think
you
if
guys, come on.
I,
I
think
want
if I say
last
what
question.
I would tell Justin Trudeau, I might get arrested.
How about grow up?
You know what? He is a
Legal.
sad, tiny little man that has to act like he is a big man
Yeah.
and throwing his power around. And he's quite frankly disgusting. He's just disgusting, and we deserve better.
He's been bought by the World Economic Forum. He's owned. He's a puppet. He's the person who's in charge.
He has
of our
never
country
had to
right
work
now.
a day in his life. He's
No,
comes
he was
with
a
a
drama
spoon and a silver spoon in his mouth. He's never had to work a day in his life. Well, he was a drama teacher, but how really honest to God.
Rich family.
You know, he's never had to do anything. So why would he care about what working class truckers want to say? Why would he care about hearing it?
Yeah.
Right? Who represent so many people.
Don't you think they should come to a communication terms before they use force?
Absolutely. But he would never do that. He would never do that because his ego is so big and he's so arrogant and narcissistic that he would not allow himself to do
Yeah.
He needs to step down.
They could have even had some sort of deal where they didn't have to bring police and they could have just moved the
They
trucks
could
out.
have just had a conversation and went from there.
He didn't even have to do it. Send a
problem-
representative.
the
Yeah.
Send one of
hang
your
on.
representatives.
The problem with Justin Trudeau having that conversation
He
is
has to
because
admit things.
because the truth eventually shines through in conversation. The truth eventually comes out, and I think that's what's happening with all the debates going on right now.
Yeah.
Any logical person looking in on this can tell what the truth is.
Liberals look dumb.
Well,
Like,
Well-
for lack
Well,
of
he's
better words,
embarrassed.
they look
I am
dumb.
proud.
Allegedly.
You know what? I'm proud to be Canadian. They, you know, all the people from Canada, from all over, were here. They stood up for us.
Yeah.
We were united. We were a community. I am proud to be Canadian, but I'm embarrassed about our country. I'm embarrassed.
it's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. We just talked to somebody who came from
Poland.
Poland.
Yeah, Poland.
And he said, "Why the hell I should go back?" I said, "You're probably safer."
Yeah, well, he said it's better there now. He was like, I left there to come
Yeah.
here. He goes, what the hell did I walk into? What did I come here for?
It's terrible.
Yeah, and they drove 6.5 hours.
They've driven 6.5 hours every weekend to be here, and they were an older couple.
Yeah.
So, you know, we've met a lot of people along
And
the
you-
way, and they've been great people. Canadians have been wonderful and united.
They've been
It's just-
exactly what people think of.
Yeah,
them.
it's just our government has really disappointed everybody. My heart hurts, actually.
Yeah, it's sad. This is sad. It's sad to be down here right now because it was so lively, fun, and
And the vibe is good down there, but
Good
it's also
vibe.
sad. It's just, it's a very mixed.
What would you tell the police? What would you say to them? Advice or just
look at yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror and ask what you want for your family and your future. And I mean, that's all we can say to you because you'll hit us with bats if we don't. So,
yeah?
Allegedly.
no, that's like every.
No, now that's
No,
proof
okay.
now.
That's what's happening down here, and so like you can't say much to them. You know, I think I love all people. I love everybody, and it is it's hard. It's hard to
Well,
watch
you know
this.
what? They won't be trusted from now on. Like, it's going to
No.
be hard for Canadians to
Regain.
trust with the police.
Yeah. And that's on them. That's on.
But what
Justin.
would you tell? Could you give them advice as far as go home and this and that? But what can they do if they're here? What can they do better?
They were given advice.
What else?
They were begged by
No, they're coming here
police
for a
officers
paycheck.
that retired or
but-
said, stepped down and said, do what you should do. Do your oath. Be a human. Use humanity. And it didn't matter.
Hello. Doing good, brother.
Stand the line and they need to turn around and be on the side of the citizens.
Well, I mean, it's so much for serve and protect, right?
Advice is you have to go home and put your head on a pillow at night, and that
You
is
have to live
something.
with that choice to be on the wrong
something
side
you
of
have to
history for
do.
the rest of your life.
And just because you're following orders doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. And I guess just think about it.
Take a think, huh?
Well, what else do you say to them? What else do you say to them? This is, they're obviously. I
Especially
would
if they
think.
hear this.
I've tried thinking like if I was a police officer and I was on that side of the line, you're being paid to be here, and most of them are being paid triple to be here.
Yeah.
Right. Like they're being paid a lot of money, and so maybe if they're hard up for cash at home, or they got debts, or they got problems. I mean, everybody has problems, and maybe it is very shiny to come here and get paid a lot of money to beat innocent people out of Ottawa. It's a hard thing to try to wrap your head around as a regular human, but I sat there looking at the guy in the eyes, and he's like, he doesn't want to be here. He's just as afraid of being here, I think, as the rest of us. But I mean, like,
There are some that
but he's
enjoy it.
getting paid 3 times as much
Yeah.
to get people to do.
Those riot police are from Quebec.
There are some.
Hey man, there's Quebec and Alberta,
Calgary.
Toronto, Calgary.
Officers with the batons that were here.
Yeah, man, I've seen a
I
lot
do
of.
believe a lot of them didn't want to be here and felt crappy being here, but there are
were
some of
given
them
an
that
ultimatum.
took great pride in beating people and tear gassing people and hurting people. I think they enjoyed it, quite frankly.
I don't know. I
Well, we hope not, right?
don't know.
You know what? When
I'm
you're
sorry.
at a peaceful protest and they're not starting it, and someone gets pushed into them by accident, and 3 men get on one person and start beating them to the ground. No, I think they enjoy it.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Oh
It is-
yeah,
it is-
the rifle butts and the kicks in
The
the
rifle
knees.
butts. That one poor woman, 4 big grown men police officer beating the crap out of her, one woman. I think some people enjoy it.
Oh
Not all,
yeah, I saw
Oh,
that.
and
They
then
were
the
using the
reporter.
batons
Yeah,
and
the
they were just
reporter
smashing
from
from Rebel News.
from Rebel News, where he just beat.
So,
and then, yes.
what makes this protest unsafe versus safe?
The police
Police.
Yeah, the police.
and Justin Trudeau.
Well, it's just there's no communication, and
Hands
instead
down
of
the police.
instead of saying like, "Hey, okay, we'll sit down and talk," it was get out.
Yeah.
You've made your point. We've listened to you.
We've heard you.
Yeah,
No,
we've
you
heard
didn't
you.
hear.
No, you didn't.
You didn't hear because you didn't come and talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
What's your
Main Street, Canada.
Main Street, Canada?
Yeah, they banned us off YouTube for a week.
Oh.
So we're on Twitch. If you know Twitch, yeah, we upload videos to Rumble too.
So Main Street, Canada, you'll find
Yeah,
it on Rumble.
just find the YouTube because we'll be back there.
Okay.
Main
So-
Street, one word, Canada.
On YouTube.
Yeah, it's a
Gotcha.
Maple Leaf. Thank you very much.
All right,
Thank you all. God
Stay
bless
safe,
you all.
Stay safe.
All right, bye bye, guys.